Okay, so I took a piece of 1/8 inch by 1/4 inch flat stock and laid it in here. Two things: I didn't drill to exact center for this rivet or for this roller rivet. They're slightly lower than center, and you can see that by how it's not quite lined up with the original arm. And I've got some stills with the measurements on it. Anyway, you see I rounded this portion of that little arm. I laid this piece in, clamped it in place, and you'll notice there's just a little bit more of an uprise on this end when it's in its stopped motion, like all the way up. Two ideas behind that. One, there's no way that it could actually start to go down and get jammed up, get bound up. At least that's my thinking. I haven't tried it yet. And then it also goes up like this so that there's more than enough room for that arm to go up and drop down. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to put this in the door and I'm going to try something else. Hold on. Okay, so I set this mark here is the outline of that front channel guide. That's where it sits normally. So this line here lines up with this line here. What I'm going to do is I've got it just vice gripped in place. So this is in its spot where it's going to stay. It has to stay. But this up here is loose, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the door back together, and I've already gained maybe a little over 1/16 of an inch here. So the thickness of this sheet metal plus just a little bit. I'm going to roll the window up and down and see what happens. If that doesn't work, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this piece down, essentially following this curve until we get to a point where this the top part of this clears right here and allows that window to go up and down smooth with enough extra play to put the flexible felt in the front and the back. And I've got a couple short strips of that so I can set them in there and double check. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll send you an update.